Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of surface area. This is standard 8.7b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 8 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have a triangular prism. We need to find the total surface area. Now, if we want, we can just take the 5 faces, right? I've got 3 rectangular faces, I've got 2 triangular faces. Just find the surface area of each of those, but we also have in our reference sheet, you'll notice that we have an equation that we could use, right? So we need to find the correct one. So I'll put it right down there at the very bottom of that window, right? So surface area, total surface area of a prism. This is a triangular prism. Let's go and write this down. So that's going to be S equals PH plus 2B. All right, we get that from our reference materials. Let's make sure we know what that means. So the pH, the big P here, is going to be perimeter, and it's going to be the perimeter of the base. All right, so let's take a look. The base is going to be the side that gives the shape its name, so it's a triangular prism. So I need the perimeter of the triangle. So I've got a 10 right there. I've got a 12 right there. Don't know what that is, but I can infer that it's going to be the same as this 10 back here, so that's also going to be 10. We don't need the 8 right there. That's just extra information. So we're going to call this 10 plus 12 plus 10. Now the height, that's if you're standing it on its base and it's standing up straight now. So if it's on its base, this is not the height. Height is actually going to be this right here, 18. All right. So if we do that, we're going to get the perimeter times the height. Because what that does is this. So the area of any rectangle is base times height. So the perimeter of the height times the height is going to get us, I did this 10 right here times the height times 18. So that's going to get me this big rectangle right here. The 12 is in there, and we're multiplying it by 18. So that's going to get me the bottom down here. And then I'm going to do this other 10 by the 18. So that's going to get me this backside. So when you do the perimeter times the height, basically you're taking care of the lateral surface area because it's base times height, base times height, base times height. You're adding them all together. Now, what we need are the two bases. Okay, so we need the area of this triangle and this triangle. So it's 2b. So it's 2 times, and then how do we find the area of a triangle? Right, it's going to be 1/2, which you notice the 2 times 1/2 is just going to cancel each other out, right? But that's fine. Base times height. Now it's the base of the triangle. Now we're looking at just the triangle. So what is the base of my triangle? 12. Okay, so I'm going to put base times height at 12. Now I need my height of my triangle, because that's 8. All right, I guess these can be brackets here if we need them to be. So if we put all that together, we'll get our answer. All right, because what we're doing is we're doubling the area of the triangle, and that's going to get us these two bases, right? All right, so let's get our calculator back out. Let's move it over here. We can actually put it all into one gigantic equation if we want to. So we're going to do 10 plus 12 plus 10. That's the perimeter times the height, 18, plus the two bases. Okay, so I'm still going to use the 2 even though I know the 2 and the 1/2 cancel each other out. Right, I'm going to do 0.5 for my 1/2. I'm going to multiply that by 12, and then multiply that by 8. Let's close the parentheses. All of that magically turns into 672. If you want to, you could double check some of these smaller ones and you can add them up. But that is going to be our answer, 672 square feet.